to go through the paper pledge form so that way if you are collecting paper pledges, you're familiar with what it looks like and some things to look for. Um, it's really helpful if you're collecting the paper pledge form to take a few moments when the person gives it to you to just review and make sure it's complete. Pledge forms that are missing information can be significantly delayed or not able to be processed at all. So it's really important to just review it and make sure that it has all of the information. So that top part, it's a common mistake. Is it the pledge form must have both the 6-digit unit code, which was in the DAO I went through before, as well as the office zip code. And then it's necessary to fill in all of your information, department, agency, and office fully. And then a common mistake that we'll see is if it's a payroll deduction, they must enter their full social security number and sign the form. Without those two things, a payroll pledge cannot be processed. The other thing to be aware of that are also common mistakes is the math sometimes doesn't add up. It's really important to make sure that the annual amount, the total annual amount of the pledge equals out to the allocations to the charities. So that, because if there's any extra funds that are not allocated, it can't be processed because the processing agency can't make determinations for what the donor would like to give to. So it's real important just to review it and make sure that it's correct, because that just saves a lot of time than having to chase people down afterwards. And then once when you're collecting paper pledge forms, you want to set up a process for how you're going to do that. Where are you going to be have a pickup point once a week? What's going to be your process? And be aware you need to store the pledge forms in a safe location. I'd recommend putting it in a sealed envelope. This does contain personal identifying information, so you want to just make sure it's secure until the point where you're ready to submit the form. With any